Well, hello and welcome to the Informed Traveler Podcast, a weekly travel podcast where our goal is to help you become a more informed traveler. And I'm your host, Randy Sharman. We've got a special guest joining us this week as Lisa Willie from Explora Journeys will join travel expert Onanta Forbes and I in just a few seconds to talk about cruising with Explora Journeys. And then we'll head to Vancouver to chat with one of the managing partners with Kalido Hospitality Group. That's the group that operates Smithe House, a place that calls itself an apart hotel. So we'll find out just what an apart hotel is and more about Smithe House later in the podcast. But first, let's kick things off chatting with travel expert Onanta Forbes, who joins us each week to discuss some of the travel news and travel trends. You can follow her on Instagram, Facebook, and X at Onanta Forbes. OnantaForbes.com is her website. And this week, we have a special guest joining us. She's Lisa Willie, Business Relationship Lead in Western Canada for Explora Journeys. ExploraJourneys.com is their website. Hello, Lisa. Welcome to the show.
Hi. Thank you for having me on.
And of course, hello to Onanta. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Thanks for doing this, Lisa. We're going to talk about Explora Journeys. I'll start it off just with the basic question of tell me about Explora Journeys and your role.
Wow, there's lots to talk about. It's fantastic ocean experience. We're a brand new cruise line. We launched our first ship in August of 2023. So we just celebrated our second anniversary in operation. And it's just been a spectacular ride. We have 2 ships in the water now. Explora Journeys, we were created by a family over in Geneva. They've have many generations in the maritime industry. They're also the owners of the largest privately owned shipping company in the world, the Mediterranean Shipping Company, and we're their passion project. So we've really created Explora Journeys to stand out in the luxury cruise industry, really reimagining what a high-end ocean experience can be like. You feel like you're on your own private yacht in sailing in ultra elegance. There's spacious oceanfront suites. They all have a private terrace. The culinary experience is just amazing. Really, the way we're styled and operated is more like a luxury boutique hotel versus a traditional cruise ship. So it's been a lot of fun for me to be representing this brand out in Western Canada and talking about it and introducing people to it. It's been fun.
It looks pretty amazing. I am looking on your website, explorajourneys.com. I just want to know, what's the onboard experience like? Because when you say luxury cruising, sometimes people kind of get it in their head of, it's a little bit intimidating sometimes. You don't know how to act, right?
It's very relaxed and casual. It has more of a European vibrant atmosphere. We don't have any formal dress codes. The hosts that look after you are very relaxed as well. And pretty much every time I've been on board, the guests are very relaxed. There's no snobbery or formality. It's just, you feel like you're in a resort. The ocean just happens to be our address. It's vibrant and fun. There's lots to do. So
I like how you put that. The ocean is our address.
Yeah, that's a great.
Go ahead,
Instead of a beach, it's the ocean out your front door.
And one of the things that I'm quite enjoying with sharing Explora with my guests and learning from our colleagues that have been on board Explora is the itineraries, because it's not just back to back, like going back and forth to the same places. You actually are navigating the world. Is that right?
Yeah, the journeys, we call them journeys, have been, carefully curated to provide that in-depth experience for the guests and be a little bit more immersive as well, having more overnights, late night departures, and it isn't that rinse repeat cycle. They're created so maybe a younger traveler who doesn't have as much time off work can go on a shorter journey, 7 nights, but then the next one might be another 10 nights. And so you can back to back them, or we call them extended journeys. And they just kind of keep traveling and navigating around the world instead of, as you said, just kind of repeating the same itinerary over and over again. And with 2 ships in the water, but we have a fleet of 6 that will all be out and sailing the world by the end of 2028. So we are very quickly coming out with journeys that will take us expand where we have been operating, which has primarily been focusing on the Mediterranean and the Caribbean. It's perfect places to showcase the ships. But then we will be now going to places like Iceland and Greenland. And there's a South America that goes up the Amazon River. Our 3rd ship, Explora 3, is going to be coming through the Panama Canal and up the West Coast and joining us in Alaska and doing some very unique Alaska content in 2027 as well. And then she's going to head out further west. So it's exciting to see the growth for sure.
Right. And it's good to see that we can book far in advance, right? Like it's up to a couple of years now, right? So good planning and something to focus on. One of the nicest compliments I think I've heard of Explorers from a guest who said that they just didn't have to do anything. They just enjoyed it. They just enjoyed their deck if they wanted to, or enjoyed the shore excursions, or enjoyed the shopping on board.
Yeah, there was actually good shopping. You don't have to get off the ship. You really can treat the ship as the destination. It is a resort. There is 4 pools to choose from. One has a retractable roof, so it's indoor, outdoor. And there is just so much deck space to enjoy your own private little cabana on the side of the ship away from everything, or your own private terrace. And the food options with 6 restaurants to choose from. There is 12 bars and lounges. We have entertainment activities every day. So yeah, you treat it like a resort. And if you choose to get off and explore, you have that option as well, because we stop in so many wonderful, amazing hidden little ports.
And one of the itineraries that you just launched this week was an F1 itinerary that looks amazing. And I know there's a lot of F1 fans out there.
Yes, Formula One Monte Carlo 2026 just went live for bookings last week. We did have our first year this May. And it was, actually, I'm going to send it to you, Onanta, a beautiful little video with highlights of this year's race and our participation, because we are the only ship that actually docks. So we're right there, front and center to the race, to all the events. People can just come and go. You can choose to book just suite only and just enjoy the atmosphere, or for the true race fans, we were also selling tickets to covered grandstand tickets. Our highest suites will also have access to buy paddock tickets.
That's amazing. That's truly something to look forward to.
Mm-hmm. It's a bucket list for a lot of people.
Absolutely. No, it's good.
The fact that you said that you could dock for Formula One tells me that your ships are probably smaller than some of the mega ships that are out there. So it probably, and I'm assuming this as well, allows you to go to different destinations that some of the other cruise lines can't go.
Exactly. So we have our ships there, kind of a mid-sized ship, but we have a small ship capacity. So we put fewer guests on board. So everybody has a very large space ratio. Our suites start at 377 square feet, which is very large for industry standards. But the size of the ships, that's what really makes our journeys unique and stand out, is that we can go into the places that the larger ships aren't going, off the beaten track, and just providing more of an authentic experience. Like, I've gone to places in Greece that I've never heard of before, and no other ship goes into, instead of just focusing on those big iconic islands that everybody goes to. So yeah, it's nice. No crowds at all.
Yeah, and I think that's wonderful, because that definitely creates that customer journey that you speak of. And it not only just during the journey, but it's also pre and post that you can also enjoy with Explora, right?
Yeah, exactly. We have some pre and post options, and it does. I have had many guests come up to me, or like your clients, Sonanta, like guests come up and talk about their experience and how they did really feel like they were on a private yacht. Because even though the ships were near full capacity, they never felt like it was full. And having that experience is very special. And it also attracts a new type of cruiser to us, people that have never cruised before, that they're just really curious about Explora journeys. And they're hearing a lot more about us from all of the different industry awards that we've been receiving in our first 2 years of operation. We've had over 29 industry awards, including from like Condé Nast and Travel and Leisure. So it's getting the awareness out there for sure.
And I think it also helps that for new cruisers, it debunks some of the myths of cruising in the past, where you have to queue up to line up for almost anything on some of the bigger mega ships, right?
Yeah, line up to get on the ship, line up to get off the ship, line up. And we don't have any buffets. We have a beautiful restaurant called the Emporium Marketplace, which is there's no self-serve. Everybody is serving you, and it's a more sophisticated atmosphere, 18 different food stations. So even that appeals to a non-cruiser that just doesn't want that traditional structured feel of a cruise ship.
And with that, tell me a little bit more about the onboard experience. I know you touched on it a little bit, but I've never sailed on with Explora. So tell me about.
Well, we do have, some traditional aspects. People come on board and they want to have activities and entertainment. So we do provide all of that, but we don't have a cruise director per se, nobody that is making all of these announcements to say, hey, bingo is starting in 5 minutes. We do not have bingo. We're a little bit more sophisticated. We do have enrichment programs, luminaries, they're guest speakers, kind of more storytellers, leaders in their field of interest. They'll be doing talks throughout the day, especially on sea days. We will have throughout all the public areas with the 8 indoor bars and lounges, there's live music. We really lean in heavily to the live entertainment versus Broadway-style production shows. It's more musical. Mm-hmm. So we do every evening have different entertainment. If you like dancing and you're more of a late owl, then we do have that later entertainment, dancing and stuff as well. There is a malt whiskey bar. There is a cigar bar on board. We do have a very small casino, but a lot of it is also really centers around wellness. We have 7,500 square feet of ocean wellness. So there is, of course, all the different kind of spa facilities, the treatments that you can have, but we have a thermal area in the spa where we provide complimentary for our guests access to go in and just relax in the Himalayan salt cave or the sauna and steam rooms, all of that experience. We have a pickleball court and basketball court on the outdoor
Now there would
deck.
be a lineup for that, I would think.
It's fun to watch. People do get pretty competitive. So it's a smaller court. And there's an outdoor walking and running track, an outdoor fitness area. We have all sorts of fitness classes throughout the day as well. There's yoga and Pilates. So there's plenty to do depending on what people's interest revolves around.
So what's included?
Actually, Randy, that's so funny you're going to say that, because I was just going to talk about the inclusiveness of
Okay, go ahead.
Explora. Because when we go through, what is included with the Explora journey, it's like the unlimited beverages, the high-speed Wi-Fi, which is huge to people because you have complimentary access to Starlink. The gratuities are included. There's shuttle services, complimentary to and from city centers in the ports. So that takes away from adding to your budget because it's already included in the price, initially.
I like to say all your essentials are included. And to touch on the Wi-Fi a little bit more, we really have focused in a little bit on a younger demographic with the way we have some shorter journeys. And the Wi-Fi was a really huge one that attracts that working professional, because you can work from anywhere around the world if you have good Wi-Fi. So We have the Starlink, but we also have a secondary provider. So we ensure that strong signal. There's a private router in every suite. We also permit our guests to connect 3 devices per person, which for working professionals is huge if you need to be on your phone at the same time with your laptop. So you do have all those wonderful inclusions.
So who's your ideal guest then?
Somebody that's fun. No. we really
Onanta and I.
Yes,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, for sure. We're European, so we're not a North American brand, so we really attract a wide demographic from around the world, so which makes it really interesting as well. It's not just your North American guests. We have a lot of guests that are from Italy, from the UK, from Australia, from Germany, from all over the world. So having that international flavor. We have a younger demographic. We get all ages. We welcome families as well. So we do have family-friendly facilities. Multi-gen families are attracted to us. Our average age kind of trends between 57 and 60. But for sure, as we get more journeys out and more ships, there's talk that in 2029, I mean, this is quite a ways ahead, that we will have a world cruise as well, which will attract an older demographic that's retired. So we really are, we're open. We welcome everyone. We attract everyone.
And one of the good things about on your ships right now that you have connecting suites. So that can accommodate families or groups that want to travel with you. And as you say, multi-generation travelers are huge right now.
Mm-hmm. There is, and we have a lot of focus and interest right now on we call them festive journeys over Christmas and New Year's. So for families that are looking to get away, this is in the value of cruising versus, sometimes hotels where you pay high costs, but nothing's included. And this for a family makes it even more affordable.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to add, Onanta, or ask?
I'm just sometimes gobsmacked at all the lovely things that we can enjoy on an Explora journey, because it kind of touches touches all my pulses as far as all the different places that you can go. I like the wellness aspect of it, with the fitness or the spa. I like the entertainment. I like that you have a personal cruise connoisseur assigned to each guest so that they can tailor their experience. So it's, yes, you're new, but I think it's you're growing in awareness just through the clientele you have. We're seeing people that are repeat already on your cruise ship. So
yeah. And we actually just launched a loyalty program because of how high our repeat guest factor. So we call it the Explora Club. So we're rewarding people that are coming back to cruise with us time and time again, so they can build up their status and their points. We also have a status match. So people that are curious about us, but are fairly loyal to other brands out there, we match status to make it a little easier for them to cross over and try something different.
Awesome. I think that's amazing. And, within our office, we have a couple ladies, Julie and Chair Joe, that have been on your cruise ship. So, call me and we can talk, and get you some, firsthand experience and knowledge about the ships and explore a journey, and just in general, like it's going to be, it's very enriching, I would say, and immersive. So something to consider.
Lisa Willie, thank you for joining us. She's the business relationship lead for Western Canada with Explora Journeys. ExploraJourneys.com. The ocean is their address, as they like to say. I like that line. So appreciate you joining us and doing this, Lisa. Thank you.
Thank you. My pleasure.
This is the Informed Traveler Podcast. I'm Randy Sharman. Just want to remind you of our website, theinformedtraveler.org. That's where you can find our contact page if you have any questions or comments about the podcast. You can also email me too with any questions you might have. My email address is randy@theinformedtraveler.org. And if you want to get up-to-date travel info through the week or just see a few amusing travel stories and links, you can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/informedtraveler, on Instagram at informedtraveler, Informed Traveler or on X at Informed Traveler. Plus, you can now sign up for our monthly newsletter. It's released at the beginning of every month. Our August issue is now available. Just go to our website, theinformedtraveler.org, click on the newsletter button, and it'll take you right there. Or better yet, subscribe to it and have it arrive in your inbox each month. So let's head to Vancouver now to learn about a place that calls itself an apart hotel. It's called Smithe House in Vancouver. So joining us now to share what Smithe House is all about is Javier Cepeda. He is managing partner with Kalido Hospitality Group. That's the group that operates Smithe House in Vancouver. Their website is Smithe, Smithe, house.com. Hi, Javier.
Thank you for having me, Randy.
Tell me about Kalido Hospitality Group. I don't think I've ever heard of it, so tell me more.
A new company that we launched here in Vancouver with our partners last year. We started the company in February 2024, and we launched our first property on September. Is that when we received our first guest? The property is located in Vancouver, in Yaletown. It was the first office conversion to apartment hotel in the city of Vancouver.
Well, I was looking on the website, smithehouse.com. It's spelled Smithe house.com. Looks amazing. Vancouver is a very popular city. So tell me, the website calls it an apart hotel. So is it a traditional hotel? Is it like a VRBO? Tell me how it operates first.
Absolutely, it's a tech forward apartment hotel. Well, it was a space that was basically an office space that was not leased by the owners, and our partners and I we approached them and saw a beautiful opportunity. The location is unbeatable in Yaletown, and we saw an opportunity to transform this space into what it became 37 beautifully designed studios, 1 and 2 bedroom suites. They are full-size apartments. They have full-size kitchens, laundry, everything that you will find in a regular apartment in downtown Vancouver. So what we added was a smart access, so people can digitally check in and check out. So it's a completely contactless property. So we don't have a 24/7 concierge. We don't have front desk or bellman.
Yeah, so no lobby or services like that or front desk or anything that you check into. You have your pass key and you just go to your place, right?
That is correct. So very easy and smooth service. You go onto our website, you make your booking, you get your confirmation. The day before your arrival, you will send you a confirmation with a code and your apartment number. That code will provide you access to the building, the elevator, and of course, we use smart locks in every suite, so we'll give you access to your apartment for the duration of your stay.
Mm-hmm. It seems to me, and I've done a lot of topics about this, but people are looking for more of this type of accommodation. Is that what your research has found? They want, especially if you're traveling with families, it's nice to have your own little kitchen area so you can at least do a few meals there, maybe a breakfast or a lunch or something, and then find some dining later. Is that the kind of thing that your research has found too?
Absolutely. To be very honest, I think that more and more people have been looking into that. And I think that, I hate to bring it back up, but I think that COVID-19 brought the need for looking for more space and having contactless options. And it's something that basically got stuck. And people like it, people enjoy it. It's not for everyone. Some people still are looking for your typical regular hotel services. But families especially are looking for spaces where they can have privacy, they can have their own space, where their kids have their own beds, and absolutely kitchen and laundry is something that families definitely enjoy, appreciate, and definitely are requesting more and more. It's hard. When you're traveling with kids, is quite expensive when you're ordering breakfast in a hotel. So here with the location that we have, is very, very convenient for families to go do a small grocery shop, bring it to their apartment, and just live in the city. So it also gives you that sense that you're enjoying and living in the city rather than being just a guest in it.
Very true. I'm kind of familiar with Vancouver, but tell me about the area you mentioned. It's in Yale Town, so and I'm looking at some of the images around there. It looks like a beautiful part of Vancouver. But tell me a little bit about the area it's in, and then we'll talk about the different types of accommodation you offer.
Yeah, absolutely. But Yaletown is what you would consider as the where industrial path meets its modern upscale present. Lots of new high rises, a lot of young professionals living in this area. We are located 2 blocks away from BC Place, as well as Rogers Arena. So we see a lot of people coming for different events. Taylor Swift was a big one.
I
It
bet.
was, it was unbelievable. The city, the vibe. It also gave me, even though I completely understand it's completely different vibe, but it also gave me a sense what the FIFA World Cup is going to be like. The vibe was unbelievable. People were super excited with the fact that they only had to walk 2 blocks away to go to the concert, and I think it will be very, very similar when people are coming here for the games. In Yaletown, you'll find the best restaurants in the city, or some of the best restaurants in the city, bars, shopping. We are only half a block, maybe a block away from Robson Street, which you can find a plethora of small restaurants as well as tons of shopping. It's a place where when I get the opportunity to speak with our guests and they ask me if they need to rent a car, most of the time I tell them no, unless they're looking for a longer trip where they're thinking to potentially visit Victoria or Whistler. I tell them you're in such a great location that everything is walkable.
Mm-hmm. Well, and if you really do want to venture out, there's always the metro too, right?
Yes, we have 3 different stations close by, probably within 10-15 minutes walking distance.
So let's talk about the different accommodations you mentioned. There's everything from studios to 2-bedroom apartments. So tell me what you offer.
So we managed to get 37 apartments in the building. So we have to work. Of course, it wasn't designed necessarily to be an apartment building, neither a hotel. So we work with our interior designers, and we really came out with very interesting floor plans, and they are very great in a way that serves the purposes what are people looking for when they're staying with us. So we have studios, as you mentioned, 1 bedrooms and different styles of 2 bedrooms. One of the most popular ones that we have is what we call our family apartment, our family suite. So it's a 2 bedroom apartment that has access to a balcony. And as well, in the second bedroom, we put bunk beds. People are loving it. Single suite, besides the studios, we also added a sofa bed. So it allows, again, a little extra space for the little ones if they want to have more spaces to sleep.
Mm-hmm. So now, because it's not a full service hotel or anything like that, if someone has questions or I don't know, something goes wrong, something's not working, is there a customer service line? How does that work?
The one thing that we say is we are tech based and we love technology. One of the things that we spend the most time when we're launching our different products was to try to figure out what was the right tech stack that was going to be able to help us deliver the type of service that we wanted, but being contactless. So we found a couple of different products, and they're working extremely well. And as much as I'm a huge fan of AI, I'm excited. I read about AI every single day. I know it's changing. I will change the world rapidly. I still believe, and this is just a little break here. Cálido, the name of our group, means warmth in Spanish. So we go about that intentional hospitality and warm hospitality. And I believe that right now, AI is not there yet. Will it get there? I believe it might get really close, but we have a team of people that will answer any text, any calls, or anything that you need. So we are not present. We're not in your way, but if you need us, we are there. Currently,
Nice.
And it's a fun stat that I like to share. Our response time to any text or email, the average response time right now is just under 2 minutes, approximately 1.5 right now. So it's very fast. We have a team that is keeping an eye on all texts, emails, and phone calls. So people feel when they're staying with us that even though there is no front desk, there is no concierge, we are there to help them. So we are very proud what we have been able to achieve in terms of providing that hospitality service without being present.
Mm-hmm. Do you think we're going to see more and more of that type of service?
100%. I
Yeah.
have no doubt, and I hear more and more. I have spent quite a bit of time touring other developers and people that are interested on the business model that we're running. We just launched in September, as I mentioned. It's a small property. We have amazing reviews online. So I think that the word is getting out, and people are interested in what we're doing.
Oh, I think so too. It's one of those things that's right up my alley. I have two teenagers, so space is always something that you're looking for when you're looking for accommodations. So this is always top of the list. So,
and it eliminates a lot of barriers. Like the more and more you think, and this is not a new thing, but the more you think about the processes of an old hotel, is that you're coming to the front desk. If it's a busy day, you are lining up for them to ask you for a credit card, your ID, which most of the time you already provided to the hotel, and then a signature, and then they hand out your keys. That process depends on the hotel, depends on the property. I've been into hotels in Vegas that might take a long time.
mm-hmm.
We completely take that away, and then people do the online check-in. They do a selfie, they put the credit card information, and they don't have to do anything else. At that point, they get their code, as I mentioned the night before, and they walk in. No lineups, straight to your apartment.
And no hidden fees.
No hidden fees at all. Everything. There's no hidden fees.
Great stuff. It's the Smithe House in Yaletown in the heart of Vancouver. Beautiful spot. And SmitheHouse.com. And again, it's SMITHE house.com is the website. You can go there for more information. Javier Cepeda is the managing partner with Kalido Hospitality Group, which runs Smithe House. I really appreciate your time, Javier. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
And that is our show for this week. If you have comments or questions, we'd love to hear from you. If you have a show idea, send that along as well. My email is randy@theinformedtraveler.org. And if you like what you heard, tell a friend. You can check out our website too at theinformedtraveler.org. In the meantime, thanks for listening, travel safe, and be an informed traveler.